Oblivion Remastered dropped out of nowhere, smashed expectations, and reminded everyone why Bethesda RPGs used to be untouchable. But buried in the fine print is a loaded gun aimed straight at the future of RPG modding and player privacy. It looks like Bethesda isn't just remastering a classic, they're quietly laying legal track to control, censor, and eventually sell the very creativity that made their games legendary. And we won't even see it coming. Modding isn't just Bethesda's past, it's their entire legacy. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, the list goes on. Without modders, half of these games would have been abandoned a decade ago. Players didn't just improve them, they rebuilt them. They kept them alive when Bethesda moved on. And Bethesda's cultural footprint, the reason people still talk about their games in 2025, was built on free, passionate player creativity. And now it looks like they're ready to send the bill for all of that free work. Just check Oblivion Remaster's end user license agreement. Section 1D, license limitations, prohibits cheats, automation software, bots, hacks, mods, or any other unauthorized third-party software designed to modify the game. Mods, sandwiched right there between hacks and bots. And if you think that's accidental legalese, it's not. This is post-Starfield Bethesda planting potential landmines they plan to detonate later. But it gets worse. Section 2 talks about anti-cheat tools, and quote, ZeniMax has implemented tools and software designed to detect and prevent cheating and fraud. These technologies may scan any computer or device. That's anti-cheat. In Oblivion, a single-player RPG, because apparently my single-player save is a national security threat. This isn't about cheating or protecting the player, it's pre-authorization to scan your rig and kill any mod they don't like under bogus security flags anytime that they choose. And if this sounds familiar, it should do, because Starfield's EULA had similar crap in it as well. What happened next? We saw the Creation Club, monetized, curated mods, safely walled off in Bethesda's tightly controlled storefront. This isn't just speculation, it's literal pattern recognition. Tighten the legal leash, then offer the mod prison. It's pre-justification, not protection. And meanwhile, the second Oblivion Remastered launched, Nexus exploded, performance fixes, quality of life tweaks, new content, you know, the stuff Bethesda forgot or just couldn't be bothered with. And that's the real difference here, because players see Cyrodiil and they think of a sandbox. Bethesda sees an asset, something to fence off and monetize. Our passion isn't a gift, it's a liability to be managed. And honestly, none of this should shock anyone. This isn't incompetence, it's Bethesda's rinse-repeat cycle of testing player tolerance for bullshit. Think back to 2015, we had the Skyrim Steam paid mods implosion, we had the original iteration of the Creation Club coming in, selling us those mini DLCs which are often worse than the free mods that already existed, and God knows how many times Todd has re-released Skyrim. It's like watching a burglar try the same window over and over again, hoping one day that we've forgotten to lock it. It's strategic greed, plain and simple. But the real hypocrisy for me is Bethesda have just handed out keys for Oblivion Remastered to the Skyblivion team. They're praising modders publicly while writing EULAs designed to gut the scene entirely. And sure, you can argue that it's standard legalese, but after their history, you'd have to be willfully blind not to see the setup. This isn't about protecting the game from cheaters in a single-player experience, that's just nonsense. It's not even just about making a quick buck, but of course that's part of it. This feels like the corporate inevitability of wanting total control. It's about owning our creativity, the hours that we pour into their sandbox, and finding a way to eventually sell it back to us. It's treating the player base not as a community to be celebrated, but as a resource to be managed and monetized. They won't just be selling mods, they'll be selling our own creativity back to us again. This was never about controlling cheats, it was always just about control. Owning the sandbox that we make great, and then charging rent for the privilege of us building it. Now look, Oblivion Remastered is amazing, I'm loving it, nostalgia's a hell of a drug, but don't let it blind you to the legal framework they're building right now to potentially monetize this game into Oblivion. And pun absolutely intended. The real tragedy though isn't just Bethesda, is watching them perfect the future corporate playbook for turning player passion into another revenue stream. And just as I was starting to find some new respect for them. Enjoy the game, I know I am, but keep one eye on the future, especially if you're creating mods, because Bethesda's already measuring for the fences they plan to build around us all. And if you think RPGs deserve better than this corporate shilling, subscribe because you're in the right place. And make sure to like and comment below with your thoughts on this. Will you be paying for Oblivion mods? Thank you so much, I'll see you in the next one.